Do you remember the feeling of walking into a restaurant and knowing exactly what you were going to order? The smell that made you feel at home, the taste you never found anywhere else. If you grew up in Canada between the 50s and 90s, you'll recognize these names. You'll feel your heart clench. Because these weren't just restaurants. They were part of our lives. They were where we celebrated birthdays, where we first dated, where the family gathered on Sundays. And one day, they simply disappeared. But the memories, those remain forever. First up, Scott's Chicken Villa. Who remembers Scott's? That crispy, golden, perfect fried chicken served with hot fries and creamy coleslaw. The smell filled the entire street. On Friday nights, the line stretched down the sidewalk. Entire families waited patiently because they knew it was worth it. The secret was in the special seasoning, kept under lock and key. No one could replicate that flavor. It closed in the 70s when the big fast food chains began to dominate. But for those who tasted it, no chicken was ever the same. It was the taste of childhood in every bite. Next, Mr. Donut. Before Tim Hortons dominated every corner, there was Mr. Donut. Freshly made donuts, still warm, covered in glaze that melted in your fingers. The Boston cream was a favorite. That creamy filling, that shiny chocolate topping. On Saturday mornings, it was a ritual. Dad would buy half a dozen, and everyone would choose their favorite. The coffee was strong, served in thick ceramic cups. The red swivel chairs at the counter were where the children loved to sit. It was bought by Tim Hortons and gradually disappeared. But those who lived through those sweet Saturdays never forgot. Number 3, Geno's Hamburgers. Geno's was more than just hamburgers. It was an event. Those huge, juicy burgers with melted cheese dripping down the edges. The crispy fries served in a red basket. And the milkshakes. Thick, creamy, impossible to drink through a straw without effort. After school, teenagers would pack the red vinyl booths. It was where first dates happened, important conversations, laughter that echoed through the night. Jukebox playing Elvis and the Beatles. Waitresses in pink uniforms and white aprons. It closed when it couldn't compete with McDonald's and Burger King. But no modern burger has that taste of freedom and youth. Then, Ponderosa Steakhouse. Ponderosa was synonymous with celebration. Birthdays, graduations, promotions at work. When something important happened, you went to Ponderosa. Those huge steaks prepared on the grill in plain sight. The salad bar with dozens of options. The baked potatoes the size of your fist, covered with melted butter and sour cream. The children loved the included dessert, usually a chocolate sundae. The atmosphere was warm, with soft lighting and dark wood tables. Attentive waiters who knew regular customers by name. Many locations closed with changing eating habits. But for an entire generation, Ponderosa was where life was celebrated with abundance and joy. Remember Red Barn restaurants. The Red Barn was impossible to ignore. Those Red Barn-shaped buildings, unmistakable in the cityscape. Chicken and big Barney burgers that made the competition tremble. Crispy, golden, addictive onion rings. Affordable prices for large families. Drive-through when that was still a novelty. On weekends, the parking lot was full of cars with hungry families. The smiling mascot on the packaging charmed the children. It was absorbed by other chains and disappeared completely in the 80s. Today, only faded photographs prove that it existed. But those who ate there carry the taste in their memory, sweet and salty, like life itself. Next, Swiss Chalet. It still exists, it's true. But it's not the same. In the 70s and 80s, it was different. That rotisserie chicken, tender, juicy, with that special sauce that everyone asked for extra. Perfect fries, fresh salads, the warm bread served before the meal. It was where families went on Sundays after church. Big table, everyone together, talking, laughing, sharing. The atmosphere was welcoming, almost homey. It has changed so much over the years. It has become standardized. It has lost its soul. The taste is no longer the same. But close your eyes and you can still feel that warm sauce on the chicken, that feeling of belonging. Born in Vancouver, White Spot was legendary. The legendary burgers truly lived up to their name. That secret Tripolo sauce that everyone tried to figure out the recipe for. Pirate Pack fries that came in a paper boat for the kids. Thick milkshakes served in a chilled metal cup next to the glass. Attentive service, family, atmosphere. It was the pride of British Columbia. There are still some locations, but the golden glow of those years has never returned. The renovations, the management changes, the modernization took away the charm. But those who lived through the golden age know it was something special, impossible to recreate. Then there was Diana Sweets. Diana Sweets was pure magic, especially for Greek immigrants and families seeking comfort and the taste of home. Fresh baklava, dripping honey, crunchy walnuts, creamy galactobareko, strong Greek coffee served in small cups. But it wasn't just sweets. They made souvlaki, moussaka, authentic gyros. The atmosphere was simple, but the affection was in every dish. Owners who knew each customer asked about their family, treated everyone as part of something bigger. Many locations closed when the neighborhoods changed, but those who entered carried the taste of honey and cinnamon, of welcome and belonging. Finally, York Steakhouse. York was where you could get a decent steak without spending a fortune. Nothing fancy, but honest. Good meat, well prepared, served simply. A basic but fresh salad bar. Potatoes in all shapes and sizes. It was popular with workers, middle-class families, anyone who wanted a hearty meal after a long day. Comfortable booths, soft lighting, a relaxed atmosphere. It didn't compete when more sophisticated steakhouses emerged. It was quickly forgotten, like so many others. But it represented an era where you did need to show off, to eat well, and feel satisfied. These places may be gone, but the memories they created are etched in our hearts. What other restaurants do you miss? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more trips down memory lane.